Welcome to Mommy Issues, a podcast where an ex-reality TV star mom
and her reality TV loving daughter
bridge the gap between their generations through celeb news, all things Bravo,
and their own personal mommy issues.
Is this thing on?
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
You need to have your mic close to your mouth.
I am. Isn't it close enough now?
Get closer.
Okay.
Like, speak into it. Do you hear?
I'm speaking into it.
Okay, there you go. Do you hear me?
Yeah.
Do you hear how good I sound on the mic?
Not particularly.
Okay, whatever. I watched a clip of your Jeff Lewis interview on
God.
YouTube.
Okay.
No, it was great. You know what was really funny?
That they said get close to your mic.
The producer
say
was,
that to
was
everyone.
doing, Mommy, the producer was doing your mic stuff, and everybody was like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you were like this 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. They're like, great. Can you just get closer to your mic? It's like, you do a podcast. Like, you need to know how to do this by now. We've done like literally 50 episodes.
No, we have not done 50.
How many have we done? We've probably done like 30 something.
I don't think so.
Which, by the way, we're coming up on a year.
We're gonna do something special for our anniversary.
Probably not.
What happened to the smoky eye you promised?
Oh no, but
No?
I did change out of a pajama top, and that's something. And I did
thank
put
you.
on makeup, which is also something.
That is something.
And right before I clicked record, like when I went onto the Zoom, I was like, my lighting situation is terrible. Like, it's always been
just
very
buy
bad.
like a little ring light for in front of you.
I did. I just
Yeah, I
bought
can
one.
see it.
No. I'm using.
Oh.
I'm using my flashlight.
Oh my God, because it works.
No, I know,
I
but
have like a little one.
I just bought one like literally 30 seconds ago before we came on to clip onto my computer, because I'm like, we're in this for the long haul apparently. So I'm like, I need to get my shit together. Oh my God. Can you take her into the other room?
Can I see her first?
My mom wants to see her first, but I'm trying to pretend like this child is not super loud.
Hi.
Say ah. She does this thing now where she'll just go ah, and then I'll repeat after her. Oh.
You want to be on our podcast?
Say ah.
Oh, wow. Okay, you're the cutest thing ever.
All right, now the mic is all wet, which is so cool. Mwah. I love you so much. You got it.
I just turned your mic off.
Good job.
No, you got it. There you go. Okay. All right, let's get into the show, shall we?
I think we need to do a double episode right now because there's so much.
There is so much to talk about. It's actually unreal. Let's just do really quick highlights, lowlights. Let's stick to the format of our show. Would you like to go first?
Sure. My lowlight is that I got sick this week. Not COVID. I got a UTI again, in addition to the cold. And so that's my lowlight. See, I have lowlights. I'm also really behind on my 4th cookbook that was due at the end of December. And I asked for a month, what do you call it? Extension.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're, it's March.
It's past
so
that,
I've committed to March 31st. So
okay.
I have no weekends. I have nothing. All I am doing is
that.
And my highlight is that I'm doing a Celebrity Family
Feud.
On April 14th in LA. So I'm so excited about that.
That's going to be fun. Everybody tune in. That's
I think they don't air it till the summer or something.
Do you think you're going to be good at it?
I think I'm going to be very good at it. The problem is where I am going to be standing. You know what I mean?
It's like a reunion sitting situation.
No, well, yeah, but like the main person is going to be first. But
yeah, of course.
Second, you know what I mean?
Right.
And I have a feel. I don't know. So
like you don't know if you'll be able to play based on the arrangement of your position. Okay. Well, I'm sure. Listen,
I mean, I'll be able to play. They would not be smart if they didn't let me play.
Yeah, agreed.
So.
Well, that's very exciting.
Okay. Me too. I'm so excited.
My highlights are, by the way, guys, we are recording this on Friday at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. there are so many things happening so quickly with Tom Sandoval and Ariana, whatever. So if we miss something, please note the time. Okay. So if something happens tomorrow or even later
we
today,
will address it next week.
Yeah, because I just feel like even when we recorded last week, we recorded like late on Sunday, there was still more shit coming out. And I'm like, God, I wish we had talked about this, whatever. Also, the Oscars are on Sunday, which I'm
on
like,
Sunday, yeah.
I wish we could record at like 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, midnight your time, so we can get all the stuff, but whatever. We'll talk about it next week. Anyways, as of today, last night, 9 p.m. my time, Miley Cyrus's new album came out, and it is so
my God, with
good.
All the shit we have to talk about.
No, I know. No, it is. It's important. Listen, wow. I literally went to, I got into bed at like 9 o'clock at night, and I put my AirPods in and I played the album beginning to end, which is really funny because I was like, oh, I'll just like fall asleep to it to really listen to it. If you listen to the album, that's a hysterical thing to do because it's like dancey, you know, it's like very
right. Well, is that the one that Flowers is in?
Yeah, it's listen, it's a really good album. It's also like very revealing of her relationship with Liam Hemsworth. Like he cheated on her a bunch, and she's like talking. So that's my highlight.
You should write an album then.
I should write a dissertation about the album. Is what I should do.
You should write an album because John Liam cheating on you, like.
Don't put that shit into the universe. You don't know.
Yeah, I do know actually, but I'm not going to talk about it.
I have a friend who messaged me. I put a photo of Lola up yesterday, and it's like her eyes are just so light in the photo. Mm-hmm. And I have a friend who had a baby in December, and she messaged me and she's like, how did we both end up with like blue-eyed babies? Because she's like has brown eyes. And I was like, I'm constantly racking my brain trying to remember if I cheated on John Liam because I'm like, how did this happen?
Guys, I have blue, green, whatever you want to, and both of John Liam's parents have.
Yeah. And his sister and his, it's not that crazy. And again, no. I feel like anybody with hazel eyes is constantly defending the fact that they have hazel eyes. I do have hazel eyes. In the light, my eyes turn green. Okay. See, nobody ever believes me.
No, I know that you have them, but I'm just saying, like.
Okay, quickly, my low light is I had my first pap smear since Lola. And I've had HPV since like 2016. It's like,
is this a highlight or a low light?
This is a low light. It sucks. I know. I've had HPV for a while, and not like HPV. I've had like pre-cancer HPV, which sucks. And when I went to do my pap smear, like I went to a new gynecologist because you'll be happy to know I'm no longer going to the woman who delivered my baby because whatever. This woman was great. And I told her everything. I was like, my pap is going to come back up normal. I have HPV. And she's like, 90% of women who have HPV, it gets cleared out after you have a baby, something with the hormones and all this stuff.
Get to the point because I'm going to have a heart attack.
Oh, I still have HPV. I've tested negative for, strain 16 and 18, which is the cancer one. So my pre-cancer is gone, but I still have HPV, which sucks. So I have to keep getting PAPs every 6 months, which is so amazing. By the way, I'd rather deliver a baby than have a pap smear. I hate it. I hate it so much. It's crazy.
So much.
Okay. Let's get into it. I think we should just go straight into Bravo bullshit. I have some celeb news, but we'll get into it after.
Yeah.
Let's talk. We need to talk to Tom Sandoval and Raquel stuff that's happened since last episode. And we need to talk. I have so many thoughts about this Miami Part 1 reunion. Holy moly. So let's quickly go through Tom Sandoval stuff. Okay. Since last week, Tom Sandoval and Raquel filmed a scene together. Like cameras are back up for Vanderpump Rules.
By the way, I started watching Vanderpump Rules because now I have to.
Well, it's just so fascinating to watch with all this stuff coming up because technically in this moment in time that episodes are airing is when the affair started.
Whoever that girl is who I don't know.
Raquel?
No.
Oh, Kristen. Yeah, that girl from the Vegas trip. Crazy. Yeah, crazy. I know.
She's like me in this show.
But it's also true. Like she's just a voice of reason of like people are not like, I don't know. It's just so stupid, but whatever. Yeah. So cameras are back up and rolling and Tom Sandoval and Raquel filmed a scene together. And then after the scene, apparently Tom wanted to reshoot it because he thought that he was painted in a bad light. And now he's mad at producers and refusing to shoot. So
You're kidding.
apparently Andy Cohen has to call him and try to convince him. Listen, it's going to be so easy to convince this dumb idiot to like film.
He's got a huge ego.
Yeah. So it's just, I'm glad though that both of them filmed a scene together, because that's going to be like amazing. The other thing that happened is Raquel sent out legal letters to her castmates saying it would be illegal to distribute the video that was,
of her
illegally
flicking
filmed
her bean.
Mommy, that's disgusting. I never want to hear you say that again.
I know, I heard it for the first time. Is it that bad?
I don't want to hear you say that. I don't want to look at you for a while. I think you should turn your camera off, actually.
Is that not like a more decent way of saying it?
No,
it's better to just say masturbating.
100%. Yes.
Okay.
Not that ever. Okay.
Woo! Oh my God. How many people are you going to call after and say, do you know what my mother said?
I'm not going to call anybody. I don't really talk about you after we talk on the podcast. By the way, Jason, I talked to Jason 2 days ago, and he was like, why did you call me on Sunday? You called me at a weird time. Like, I was fully available, but I didn't want to pick up because it was a weird time. And I was like, what? I was like, I was like, you actually missed your opportunity because I was on the podcast with my mom and we needed to ask you a question.
We were asking a friend.
Yeah. And he was like, next time you do that, you need to text me saying I'm on air and I will pick up. And I was like, okay, geez Louise.
Did he actually know the answer?
Yeah. And so did John Liam, like immediately. And they were like, you don't know that? And I was like, this isn't a time to bash Beba. Okay. I don't know history.
By the way, when is this time to bash Beba? Because you're turning into Alexia. Like you don't.
Not Beba.
That's what Ken says, that I don't know how to say your name.
How do you say my name?
Huh?
How do you say it?
Beba. Beba. I don't want to go Beba. It's Beba.
It's Beba. Yeah.
Right. This sounds like a V.
It is.
Right. It is. Okay. Let's move on from you.
Okay. Sorry. Okay. So Raquel sent out legal letters to the castmates. Lala did a whole thing. Send it to Daryl, her lawyer, whatever. So funny. Then Raquel filed a restraining order against Sheena and posted photos of a cut above her eye and a black eye. Okay.
Right.
And then Sheena's lawyer put out a statement saying that she never punched Raquel.
And there's no witnesses.
No witnesses. And also that the shadow, like this black eye, has been there since November and that it has nothing to do.
So have they found older pictures of her with that?
I don't know.
Look, but Lisa LVP said on Watch What Happens Live that she does think that she hit her.
I think she hit her for sure. I don't think she punched her. Allegedly, she slapped her. Which, by the way, a slap and a punch are very different. A punch is like, a punch is
I've never
a punch.
been punched. God, that would be so scary.
That would be so scary.
Can I just say something? This is just an aside. This has become such news and so apparently newsworthy, and I'm using worthy loosely, that on CNN,
not on CNN.
That's not affiliated. Okay. On the top where it gives all different things that are happening, they put Vanderpump fiasco, and some, I don't know, big politician, I don't know who it was on Twitter, was put, what is a Vanderpump? Like, that's how much.
Oh my God. No, listen, the Bravo world is on fire and everybody's taking notice.
Okay.
Now.
So I never said what I wanted to say. People cheat on people all the time. People, I know that there are sisters who have taken away their brother-in-law from their own sister. This is not like somebody murdered somebody. This is not like, why is it so big? Is it because Ariana's likable and the sneakiness of the other one? And
I think it is. Never in like the history of any show has a season 10 show peaked so much. You know what I mean? Like Vanderpump has been around for a while. And I think now that people were like together for a long time and, it just seemed like things had plateaued a bit. And now it's just like this huge, like, oh my God, people who have never watched Vanderpump in their life are starting from season 1 because they're like, I'd like to be involved in what's going on here. I think it's just so chaotic and it's been on for so long that it's crazy that it's this dramatic. I don't know.
Yeah. But I mean,
I agree. Listen, they've all
a
cheated
lot
on
of
each
people
other.
seem to have skin in the game, you know. Andy is posting that he's having like nightmares about it and people coming up in his dreams. And I'm like, dude, really?
Yeah, that's
Like, it's a lot.
I will say the way that people are so shaken and like involved in the Tom Sandoval Raquel drama is the way that I feel about the Justin Bieber, Haley Bieber, Selena Gomez drama. Like I feel
Don't utter those three names ever again.
I'm
as long as
so
we're doing
involved.
this podcast. Okay,
I
but
can't help it. I can't help it. There's so much. By the way, I have stuff to talk about after we talk about Bravo stuff.
No, I refuse.
Well,
I'll walk away.
I'll do a listicle of like just the things that have happened. Okay.
Okay.
And I won't talk about it. I'll just say stuff, but I will let you know that one night this week I spent 2.5 hours watching every Justin Bieber music video and every Selena Gomez music video to decipher which song is about who, you know.
That's a great use of your time.
No, it's
I'm so proud.
It's dark. It's been dark over here.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, that's all the stuff that's happened with Sandoval and Raquel since Friday at 1 p.m. Okay.
Right.
It's all crazy town. And I cannot wait to see how it all unfolds. I cannot wait. I want Vanderpump this season to be over so we can get to a reunion.
And it's a reunion.
I think they're filming in 2 weeks.
Are they filming in real time? In other words, right now?
I think they had wrapped, and after all this stuff happened.
Okay, but the episode I just saw, what was it from the trip to Vegas, was from before
July, August.
Okay,
so which is when the affair had started allegedly.
Okay, and they wrapped, and so now this whatever next episode is coming is going to be post.
No, mommy, do you know how TV works? No, they filmed an entire season. They shot this summer. What's airing right now is still from this summer, and we're going to see it progress.
I know how TV works. I thought they were going to make an exception because otherwise, how are they going to discuss that at the reunion? They're going to break the fourth wall.
I don't think you get what's going on here.
No, I don't understand. The reunion...
Cameras are back up right now.
Right.
What's airing right now is from July. So cameras are back up in March.
Right.
What they shot in July.
It together into one season.
Yes, there's
so then you didn't understand my question.
There's going to be additional episodes at the end, like whatever they had slated of like 20 episodes. Now there might be 22.
That's
plus exactly a reunion.
Right. What I'm saying is, if the show is airing now, have we gotten to the last episode that filmed in July?
No.
No, but wow, I'm worried about you.
I'm worried about you. I don't think you get
because you said they had wrapped, and in my head, wrapped meant, not that they
wrapped means production is over.
I know, Beva, I get it. I just didn't understand. I didn't think that. So, but I thought that this last episode was the finale. Let's say that's what I thought. So what my question was, the next episode I'm going to see is going to be post this whole debacle.
No. Okay.
Okay. You let me know when that is.
Miscommunication. That's all that was. Okay. But you should have been more clear with your question. Okay.
You should have been more clear with your words.
Here's another Bravo thing that's kind of going down, which is going to be crazy for Southern Charm World. Austin Kroll has hooked up with Taylor, Shep's ex-girlfriend.
Right. And isn't that guy like 100 years old?
Shep?
Who's the one that's really old?
Shep. I think he's he's practically like 50 now.
50?
50 in a group of 30-year-olds.
Oh no.
Oh my God.
How can he hang out with them with one foot in the grave?
Okay, so you're obviously on one today, and that's okay. I'm just going to work through it. Okay.
Work around it.
I'm going to work around it. So Austin Kroll Taylor hook up, which is going to be a very interesting season for Southern Charm. I actually don't know if they're filming already. I feel like they might be.
He was on Celebrity Family Feud.
He was?
Yes, I've been looking at all the celebrities like
studying
Kim K and Kanye and
the Kardashians,
all of the Vanderpump people, like Lisa and Sandoval and whatever. Yeah, I mean, like everyone, all the sharks from Shark Tank. Oh, John Legend and Chrissy Teigen.
It's a really popular show. This is a big deal.
I know, how fun! I'm so excited.
It's going to be great.
I mean, it just happened. I texted you.
This week. Okay, let's just get into Miami. Let's get into
Okay.
Miami reunion part.
I'm gonna follow
1.
your lead.
Well, first, I think we should address the Peter Rosello comment on Instagram. If you don't know, this is like so disgusting. There is going to be a remake of Peter Pan. And Yara Shahidi from Grownish, Blackish, she's like, you know who it is. It's the daughter from the show, gorgeous, whatever.
Harvard educated.
She was cast as Tinkerbell, and Peter Rosello, in like a post that I think it was Puberty is the Instagram that posted this.
Yeah.
Peter Rosello commented, "Let's just be grateful Peter and Wendy are still white," which is like,
so let's add racist to his already illustrious resume.
Listen, I think it was last episode where I was like, I feel bad for him, blah blah blah. I take back that comment.
I take that back, and I'm going to tell you, and this whole thing about you don't talk about other people's children on Housewives. He's 30 years old. He's not a child.
He's not a child.
None of this is okay.
No.
And I will say, you know, for a long time, I thought this kid, you know, I actually was talking to Leah, and she said, he has no guidance. I feel sorry for him. He has no guidance. It's something poor soul. He said, you know, and I thought about that, and I really, it's somebody's kid, and I want to say that. But when you have beat up homeless men, you have beat up a woman, because no matter what anybody says, and mark my words again, every time I say mark my words on the show, I'm right. They broke up. This is going to come out again. The girl is going to, for attention, say that they paid her off or they settled, and mark my words, that's going to happen. Okay. Then on top of that, you know, I've seen him put up videos of people who are either on the spectrum or mentally challenged, like mocking them. So, and then now he's a racist.
Yeah.
So this is not,
there's no redeeming quality.
Right, but and of course, you know, he tried to, or he roofied your friends. So now he's also, you know, add that to, you know, abuse of women, you know, total misogynist. And so I don't believe that it's because he's had no guidance. It's a combination of having no guidance and also having a black heart.
Yeah, listen, I think you are a product of your environment. I think Miami in general, like, let's not,
you can't blame Miami for
this. But let's also not be ignorant about it. Miami and Cubans, for the most part, are right-leaning racist. It makes literally no sense.
Oh yeah.
And I mean,
they're all right-leaning. I mean,
I was talking to John Liam about this yesterday, and I was like trying to understand, what is that? Oh, Vicks Vapor Rub, very Cuban. I was trying to explain like why I think Cubans feel the need, or why they hate Black people so much. And I'm like, it's so crazy because there are a lot of Blacks
in Cuba anyway.
I think the thing that like they don't understand, and what I think a lot of people in Miami don't understand with like their racism, is like the white passing aspect of it. It's like they say like, oh, Black people this, Black people that. Why
I'm going to tell you, because I grew up with that.
Hold on. Why can't I see a person on a commercial who's white anymore? Everything is like, we've heard people say this. It's literally insane. It's because they think I have a right to say that because I'm Cuban. I'm not white. I'm Cuban. I'm blah, blah, blah. It's like, yes, but if you are, if I'm looking at you,
think they're white.
If I'm looking at you from across the room, you are white, especially you. Especially Peter Rosello, you're super white. You know what I mean? And like, I think there's like this idea of like, oh yeah, I can say it because I'm actually not white. No, you are.
I don't feel that way. Look, I think that, you know, if we're going to talk about Cuban racism, I don't see it now in the younger generation. I think most of us have.
It's the older generation,
right? But I never saw in my family anybody not liking Black people. There was an unreasonable and irrational fear of them. So the only thing I remember, I've never heard my parents say anything negative about them, but I will tell you that if one was walking towards the car,
they would lock the door.
We're at a light, they would go like this move, you know? So, because it was those back then, a little pin, so that the person's they wouldn't feel bad about it. There was that. And then they, be careful because that neighborhood, there's whatever. Because even back then they over-reported Black crime and under-reported white crime, So that's what that is. But never a dislike or a disdain, just like a weird fear. And then
but that fear grows and then grows and grows. And as you get older, it becomes
something,
and especially when you're older and have no filter anymore. And it's like now you're really just saying what
but I know
really
like
feel.
who you're talking about, like in particular of the elders. But she's the worst because everything that she says is inappropriate.
It's not just her, it's both of them. And it's and it's some family members that we have, I will not name, but it's pretty bad. Whatever. Well, just to move away from racism talk, but it's just, listen, Alexia has to take accountability for her son's actions at some point too. You cannot just make this one go away. He may have hit his girlfriend and you made that go away. Guess what you can't make go away? His heart. Like his heart
and his own words, and the fact that he obviously deleted it, but it was too late. I've seen some horrible shit on his thing, and 10 minutes later it's gone.
Yeah.
And I have actually, I'll admit, having screenshotted them and then thought, what am I gonna do with that? I don't want to,
listen, he will expose himself. You don't have to screenshot anything for him to like dig his own grave.
Well, I always said that. I said, you give him enough rope and he will hang himself.
Yeah.
Now I want to know, I wonder if Bravo is going to do anything about this, because, you get, what happened with Brandy and Carolyn Manzo,
right?
They should have known that Brandy would have done that,
because do something.
That's how she is, right?
Right.
And so now Brandy's gone. Brandy's, she can't appear on Bravo anymore. And so you should not let this kid on our televisions anymore. Yeah. I'm not saying anything about her, but him, no.
Yeah, and listen, Alexia can have her own storyline song.
Absolutely.
Peter.
She can do her story with Frankie, which is, I think, a very it's a very aspirational story. Especially, there are a lot of people out there that have kids, who have suffered brain injuries and stuff like that. Yeah. I think that storyline is great, and how happy she is with Tony Marinaro.
Let's talk about reunion, because since we're on the Alexia topic, I will say we are watching Alexia's burial. This is her. Yeah. She's got a shovel in her hand and she's digging her grave, man. She is going to a point, every sentence out of her mouth is taking it to a point of no return of like, girl, you have worked 8 years to get back on this TV screen.
Oh my God.
At the end of the day, these women are not good people. And like the camera does not show, like it doesn't edit any of this shit to make you look bad. It's them making themselves look bad. And this is already so bad, and it's only part one.
It's so far. And the jealousy of, I keep saying it, the jealousy of Nicole is so palpable.
It is.
Nicole,
so
did you
palpable.
see that? Like, it was like, no, we actually, somebody asked how does he make money? And she goes, there's a lot of things, but he's also like, our house, we sold it for 13 million, and
they bought it for 13
and sold it for 44. And then she goes, so that's how it is. And then Alexia goes, but was it your money or his money? And it's like, when has Alexia ever made her
dime?
Money?
Made a dime.
It's always been off the back of
some,
homosexual, like she says. Forgive me, Herman, because I had total respect for you. Off the back of a drug dealer, a homosexual, or whatever. And this, by the way, this guy is all smoke and mirrors, and that's going to come out. That will come out. Maybe that'll be her storyline.
Also, the thing with like Marisol, that they were like, Andy was like, there was a lot of comments about your drinking this season, and Marisol claiming that it was for marketing her new like cocktail line, and then spinning it on Nicole, saying that Nicole is actually a big drinker and she's an angry drunk. I was like, you guys have totally lost your mind. Lost your mind.
Take it as fact. They take it as fact. Look, when I saw the reunion, I was like, there she is.
No,
the
seriously.
Alexia that I know.
Well, I think it
that's
was very,
who she is.
Yeah. And I think you've talked a lot about this on the podcast. And I think I've always like defended, because I'm like, at the end of the day,
you take things at face value though.
I do.
You know, she's showing something on TV and you want to believe that that's who she is.
But that's me as a viewer, somebody who doesn't really know Alexia that well. And I think like for our audience who listens to this, I think we're all watching it like that.
Yeah.
And
but
to
even
see
how
the reunion,
she spoke, even how she's trying to, you know, even how she spoke at the beginning, everything was so rehearsed. It was so media trained.
Yeah.
And then she just let loose. Even her social media posts, you know, she is somebody who, you know, who has to look to Marisol.
Yeah.
To find a verb or an adjective or whatever it was. Stigmatism. Right. A noun. Fuck. Wow. Sorry. I didn't remember what the word was.
Stigmatism.
To look to Marisol for a word, only for Marisol to give her a wrong word.
I know.
And it was so funny. And then I think that I don't know if you caught this, but so Nicole said stigmatism is an eye condition.
No, it's Adriana who said it, I think.
And it's stigmatism, but she goes, and then Nicole goes, it's stigma, right?
Yeah.
And then she goes, okay, Amex. You heard Marisol?
Oh, I did. I know.
And then, but without thinking about it, she goes, yeah, you want me to help co-sign for
I'll
you?
co-sign for you.
But like without missing a beat. And I was like, she's a baby, Anna. I love her.
She's great. Like Nicole can really hold her own, man. I cannot wait to see like the rest of this like Marisol Alexia thing for part 2 and part 3, because if this was part 1, it is only going to get worse. And I honestly really think that like they may not be able to like I see Alexia being downgraded to friend too, you know, because maybe not right this second.
Will make such a scene. Oh my God.
But
those producers will fight for her.
Oh my God.
Look, I think the Peter thing could be the worst thing for her because, you know, maybe Bravo will say, you know, we don't want to be associated with this. And she's not going to go on TV and say, my son is a racist and I'm, you know,
no, she is a Cuban mom who is going to be like, no, that's not what he meant. He meant that like he grew up with Peter Pan and Wendy being white. And he just like whatever the fuck is going to come out of her mouth.
That is a good one. I bet you she'll use that.
No, I'm telling you,
use it. That's free. That's free PR.
That's free for you.
Yeah, exactly.
I whatever. It was crazy.
She gets the family frenemy special.
Yeah. My favorite thing and the thing I related to most for this part 1 reunion was Nicole saying, and you're going to agree with this. Nicole said that the show forced her and her dad to get into a better place 100%. Because it made them work on their issues. Yes, on camera, but she's like, I would have never done that hard work.
She would never have done it.
And let me tell you something. When my mom was on the show, season 2.
Yeah, I didn't even know you hated me, but yeah, apparently.
Mommy, you knew I hated you.
Maybe I didn't care that you hated me.
You did care.
There was always something that crawled up your ass and died, so I didn't know what it was that week.
Okay, whatever. I hated you, and I didn't hate you. We had a tough relationship. We really didn't.
How do you feel about me now?
We really didn't talk, and then and the show put us in these situations where I had to like sit down with my mom and like have conversations, whether it was about like anything at all. My mom and I did not talk. We truly didn't talk. And then we were able to like sit down and have these conversations.
I don't remember never not talking to you. I probably thing.
It was you started dating your ex who had 3 daughters. Okay. And there was one daughter, Sarah.
He has 3 daughters.
Mm-hmm. And it was like, you know, our family was growing. They were like, you know, gonna get engaged. It was this whole thing. And I was very, very, very resistant to this all because I was in such a bad place with you. And then you were so welcoming with these other girls. And I was like,
I still love those girls.
I know, but it was very, very hard for me because I was like, you don't even want to like work on our relationship or like
But I
try to
didn't know
make things
that-
better. And you're
Yeah.
like taking in these people, whatever. All that to say, once the episode, our show wrapped production, I remember coming home. It was like Christmas time or something. And I remember coming home from the library. It was like 2 a.m. I don't know. I used to go to the library really late at night and do studies my ass off and come home really late. Not to brag. Anyways, I came home one night and the Christmas tree was on and all the stockings were on the like fireplace thing. And it was not just me and Gothi's anymore. It was me, Gothi, Sarah, Kayla, and Allie. And I just like sat on the couch and I started crying. And I finally felt like this is good. Like this is a positive thing. It's whatever. Like I just felt so much better with you.
No matter what happened in that relationship between me and him, I loved being a blended family.
Yeah, it was fun. And then I really
fun.
leaned into it and I was like, oh, I'm obsessed with them. Like
Right,
it was the
exactly.
best.
And you got girls used to call each other puppy brothers and you were like sisters,
We were puppy brothers.
And in that house we had so much fun. All our holidays, everybody's birthday was celebrated.
Yeah.
So
anytime somebody asks like, oh, how do you know Sarah? I always say she's my stepsister.
Yeah.
Like,
she still calls me bonus mom,
but she
I call her bonus daughter,
Yeah. So, but whatever. I just related to that because I think the show does force you to talk to people or talk about things that normally you wouldn't really do the work to do. And especially at that time, I was not willing to do it. And I was like, I agree. Like this is what happens when you put two people on camera.
I feel so sad that you cried when you saw the stockings.
No, it was a good cry. It was like, it was a positive thing. It finally just connected for me that I was like
now we're just a blended family.
Yeah. You know what got me one time? It was like I had gone into your room. This is when we were still bad and we were filming the show. I had gone into your room and you had gotten a bracelet for Sarah that you also had. And it was like a friendship bracelet. Mind you, I was the only one living in our house at the time. Gothi, I think, was in law school, right?
I don't remember.
I don't know, but that might have been for season 3, whatever. I felt more like isolated by you because of the other people coming in, and you probably were so exhausted by my ass being like, I can't get through to this girl.
Because that was your problem before any of this happened. There's always a problem.
Yeah.
Remember when that poor man came to the house, you asked him if he was a nurse because he was wearing white shoes.
Nurse shoes. What? That's a normal question. If you're wearing nurse shoes, I'm gonna ask you if you're a nurse. It wasn't an insult. Nurses are great. He's a narcissist. Okay, anyways.
See what you did there.
Anyways, I'm very excited for part 2, part 3 of Miami reunion. It's gonna be great.
Are they gonna start hitting each other? Like what?
No.
And the letter that Adriana gave to Andy,
Ooh,
I think what the rest of that letter is gonna say. Maybe it's all like the stuff about like maybe that
Elsa?
was somebody that worked. Yeah.
We'll see. I'm very curious. It's gonna be interesting. Okay, can we do
wait? And when Andy read the definition of narcissist,
yeah,
there was not one thing, and she goes, "Yeah, that's right. That's not me."
The star thing with Alexia and she kept saying, "This is my package, so I'm going to talk." And he was like, "This is a dialogue." Like,
that's another thing. Why is she picking up lingo from producers?
And to claim to Lisa that if you thought of yourself as a star, maybe Lenny wouldn't have cheated on you. It was like, are you
if I were
good?
Lisa, I would never talk to her again.
That was really messed up. That's not cool.
But because you know why? Lisa's storyline, she thought it was all going to be like season 1.
Dude, she also
you know what she needs? The only way she will survive this show, seriously, there's only one way, is like get her a Cyrano, like put a little thing here and have somebody hit
that would be worse.
And you think that telling her what to say?
You think that she's capable of doing that?
You mean the whole just like going in one ear and coming out here without and with knowing how to say the words like Carl?
I have a feeling that would not work for her.
Okay.
Yeah, not good.
Yeah, I don't see the longevity, or maybe she finds, I don't know, Jesus, or goes to therapy and
What's
and
funny is
has
that
to.
like Alexia thinking like I'm a star, whatever. You guys want what I have. It's like, girl, nobody wants Tony Marinara as a husband.
Nobody.
I'm so sorry, but
Nobody.
that's not what we want. And also like maybe if you thought of yourself as a star, Lenny wouldn't have done this to you. It's like, I'm sorry, you have
More
many
black,
failed
right.
relationships. Like, I don't know
Sure.
why you are on such a high horse right now. Like, you
I
didn't
had
do
no
so good
idea.
yourself, girly. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just crazy. She's
It
an
is.
idiot.
It's crazy, and that was mean. That was unnecessarily mean. In order to defend yourself, you will attack like the little baby in the carriage. Because
Yeah.
nobody could be more vulnerable right now. And
It's not cool.
you know, she's already been beat up a lot. You know, it was like,
Lisa.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was just so mean. Like kick somebody when they're down over and over again.
Messed up. It's messed up.
Yeah.
Okay, let me quickly do some celeb news, okay? Because there is some stuff. I'm just gonna list this out. You don't have to respond, but it is important to note, okay? Justin Bieber had his birthday party, his 29th birthday party.
And Haley wasn't there.
No, she was there.
Oh.
But he gave out like a souvenir. I don't know what it looked like a lighter, but maybe it was something else, whatever. But it was engraved. And would you like to know what it said?
What did it say?
I'm so grateful I didn't end up with what I thought I wanted. What? Isn't that weird? Apparently, it's from a company. It's not like he had it specifically engraved with that.
No, because that run-on sentence, nobody would print it on the side of anything. He could have had, thank God for unanswered prayers, you know, something more simple.
But
that
even if it was from a company, whatever, to give that out in the height of all this going on.
No,
that is a message. That is a message being sent. And I thought it was so wrong. But also the photos that he posted from his Instagram from his birthday, he only posted like one with Haley and it's of her back. 2, he wasn't wearing his wedding ring. And 3, he never liked the birthday post that Haley posted of him. 4, he recently started following Selena Gomez on Twitter again, and Selena started following him on Twitter again. And 5, Justin Bieber did a surprise performance, and the crowd started chanting. I don't like this one. The crowd started chanting
Selena.
No, fuck Haley Bieber, which I don't like because this is getting into.
That's not nice. If they would have shouted Selena, I would have thought it was funny. And cute.
Yeah, that's whatever. Fans are crazy, but to say fuck Haley, that's not cool. But all those things.
But it will affect
You don't think
him.
that's Crazy Town, USA?
No.
The following on Twitter. The following
I
on
told
Twitter?
you they were going to get back together briefly. It's going to be like a 3 to 6 month situation from the time we find out.
We need to remember Haley and Justin got married when Haley was 21. This is not going to last.
Prediction.
Okay, sorry.
I already told you they're going to be together for 3 to 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
Then he's going to go take a sabbatical, go to like the Himalayas or something like that. And then he's going to come back and he's going to end up with a woman that's much older than him. I don't know who.
Like Shawn Mendes dating his 51-year-old chiropractor. Have you heard of that?
Not that old. I told you. No, I'm not
one foot in the grave
old. Not somebody that is not like he could not be with a civilian. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, yeah,
civilian.
Yeah.
He can't be with a fan or a stalker, which is, by the way, Haley Bieber. I'm so sorry.
Right. Yeah.
She's a stalker. Okay. Anyways, that's all the Justin Bieber stuff I'll talk about, I swear.
Yeah,
but if there is more, I will let you know.
Oh, no, I wouldn't want to know anything having to do with him and Selena and whatever.
I mean, something's got to happen. This has to come to a head. Okay. The other celeb news. Apparently, Anna Wintour is cracking down on the Met Gala invite list.
Kardashians aren't invited.
Kardashians are out.
Thank God.
But do you think that means the Jenners are out? Like, is Kendall not going to be invited? Because if Kendall is not invited because of her family, she's going to be pissed.
Well, for Kendall, it would be a different thing. I mean, she could.
She's a
claim that. No, she could actually claim that would affect her, livelihood. because Vogue,
The
and
other
she's
thing-
a model, and she has the context with the designers there. And
Well, isn't this what happens? Like if you're not invited, then you go with a designer. Like I think the first time that Kendall ever went when she
right,
was
you
like
go
15,
with the designer as the muse. Yeah,
she went with like H&M. And then I think last year
I
she
re-
went with Prada.
yeah, she
Or
went with
wore
Prada.
Prada and brought the designer, but she had her own invite. So I think if like Prada designer is invited, they can bring Kendall. I don't know. I just think it's like
yeah.
her whole thing has been like,
I think she'll be there.
yeah, I think her whole thing has always been like the Kardashian name is always like what kind of like she doesn't want to be associated because she wants to like have her own thing. To not be invited to the Met Gala, which is her industry, would be pretty messed up.
Pretty fucked up. I agree.
I bet she'll be the only one invited from that whole family.
Oh yeah, she will. She'll be the only one.
Yeah, which is great.
But did she say why? Did she say that she's going to cut the list short, or
it said she
replace
was
people with other people?
It said she was cracking down on the invite list.
Okay.
I think it was just a little too crazy last year. Too many every Kardashian was invited last year, and then she was probably just like, that was too much.
and she probably sees them as low rent.
Well, they are. They are, aren't they? I don't know.
No, look at their bank account.
That's true. There's nothing low rent about that. Okay, the other thing is the Victoria's Secret fashion show is coming back.
I know.
Apparently, they have yet to share what like the new version of it is going to be.
Oh my God.
It's going to be
I'm going to tell you.
more inclusive. With,
no, I'll tell you exactly. Picture this. Okay. It's going to be
Lizzo's going to perform.
Huh?
Lizzo's
going to perform with wings that are, going to or whatever. You're going to see morbidly obese. You are going to see a lot of transgender, but in a very like, whatever. We're going to see that. We're going to see a lot of non-binary, whatever models, and then you're not going to know because maybe it'll be a woman, but she won't be wearing a top, and then a man could be. So it's going to be for people my age and older, very confusing.
Oh God.
Okay. I get why they have to do it, and I understand, and I think it's good so that everybody's represented and people can see themselves there.
Yes,
because the self-loathing that you had growing up
watching that show
and making yourself throw up and all, because it really caused you to hate yourself.
Yes. So I think it's a great thing.
This eliminates that.
Yes.
So I get it. I'm just telling you that for older people, it's going to be like
confusing, and they're gonna I can't even wait to hear
and the men
Tucker Carlson has to say about it.
No, and the men who used to watch it to like drool, those guys are gonna be what you fucking do?
I hope that they watch it and they fall in love with a trans person and then realize they're trans. You know what I mean? Like that's always like such a wake-up call for guys. It's like, yeah, that used to be a man and now it's a woman. So how does that make you feel, you loser? Like,
yeah.
It's who gives a shit? You still found them attractive. No one's like,
well, that's what I'm saying.
You.
It's like, what difference does it make?
It doesn't.
Like that part, it doesn't. It's just like, I do think you should disclose it. I think you should disclose it.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that.
Well, yes, because when you get to know somebody, people want to see baby pictures. People want to see this. People want to see that.
No,
at some
don't
point,
disagree.
If you're not honest, then it's like, oh, sorry, all my.
It's also part of someone's story. Like if you went male to female, female to male, whatever, especially post-op, like it's part of your story.
90% of your life. But from contemplating it, from realizing it, to the whole transition. If that person doesn't know that story, you have no chance of a real relationship.
But a huge part of, I think, a trans person's like journey is like once that transition happens, like it means everything for somebody to see you for what you feel you are at that point. You know what I mean? So it's
right. So sometimes they're hesitant, like, let me feel this for a little while longer.
Exactly. And then I get that once you get to know somebody, but I think it's scary to, number one, like hope that somebody sees you the way that you see yourself in the mirror now. And then two, what if you fall in love with this person and then you reveal this thing and then they leave you? Like how horrible,
You're very wise about this topic. No, you should speak publicly about it.
Whoa, my top just opened.
Do you have a lot of transgender friends?
No, I've worked with a lot of trans people on TV. Like the last show that I did, there was a trans person and then a non-binary, and it was actually so hard. I think
No,
this
it's
is
very
okay to say. It's hard to,
no.
it was hard to like remember the pronoun.
No, the
they,
pronouns.
them.
Look, the problem is, guys, and forgive me for this, they should have come up with something better, because
other than they, them.
yeah,
Well, what-
because
either way, it would have
he-
been a learning
she-
curve.
Yeah, no, because your brain doesn't want to describe something singular, something plural. So she is singular, he is singular, they is
Right.
plural. And in your
It?
head,
What do you want? It?
you have to unlearn everything you learned in grammar school.
Right, but that's
About-
okay. It's not that hard. And the thing
it
is,
is
like,
hard for me.
it's also like one of the rules from the cut article that I told you about. One of them was like you can recover from misusing a pronoun, which happened to me all the
Right, it
time.
said,
When
but
I
you
was
can't
learning, when I
recover.
was working with this
Yeah.
person, I kept saying she, and then I would be like, I'm so sorry. And then I would say them or they, and they were like, thank you so much for catching
The
yourself.
effort, yeah.
Exactly. It's all about the effort. As long as you're trying, it's like going to France and then trying to speak French, even though it sucks. They appreciate you trying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you just have to
But
make the
but
effort.
I have to say this. You know what I mean? Like, is the whole point of this because they don't really identify as one thing or the other?
Non-binary, yes, that's the whole thing. So if I said he to you, I was like, this is my mom. He has written like 3 cookbooks. He's working on a 4th one. You'd be like, I'm a she. You'd be annoyed that somebody's calling you a he. It's exactly how it is for them. They were like, I'm not a he and I'm not a she. I don't feel identified properly. So I would like you to
So
call
do you
me
think that
something different.
Okay, so do you think at some point they lean towards one thing or the other?
I
Like,
don't
I
know.
wonder, there should be studies on that.
I don't know. I think if you're at a certain point of your life, if you're like 30 years old and you have been called a he your whole life, and you're like, she doesn't work either. So I think you've realized for a while, like, I'm
going to be they.
Yeah. I don't think you end up going back to another thing. But anyways, okay. That's it. That's all I got.
That's it. That's all
Actually,
you got.
no, yeah, that's it. Cole Sprouse did a Call Her Daddy interview. I don't think you know who Cole Sprouse is from The Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. It doesn't matter. He was like smoking a cigarette inside. It was very embarrassing. He thought it was very cool, but we don't need to talk about that. If you watched it, you know what I mean. It's like,
Okay.
why are you smoking a cigarette inside? Why are you smoking a cigarette at all? It's not cool. Horrible. It is pouring outside right now.
Really?
Pouring.
It's beautiful here. Beautiful.
I don't have a quiz. I also I've been thinking a lot about the quiz. Like,
Really?
I think
It makes you look bad.
it makes me look bad, and it's not doing me any favors. It's also like, I don't think it's funny to be stupid. And like, I'm not stupid. I've said this on the podcast. I was not a fan of history. Okay. I did not pay attention. I like memorized what I needed to memorize for the test, and then like kept it moving.
Nobody.
I
in
was
the
a
world,
math girly. I liked
Okay.
math. Okay.
no one who hears how you express yourself thinks you're dumb.
Okay.
There are
well,
just things you aren't interested in.
okay. I'm just saying, like, if somebody were like to take a little snippet of the quiz, I'd be like, ugh, that's so embarrassing. And I'm like, it is embarrassing. Also, I've been thinking about getting lip filler.
No.
I know.
You have great lips.
My top, like, not a lip filler, but like a lip flip. Have you heard of the lip flip?
Yeah,
It's
but
like
that's
the
with
tiny,
Botox.
teeny tiny bit of lip filler right here at the top. So it like goes a little bit more
okay.
up.
And you will look like a duck.
You think?
You will look like a duck.
Like a duck.
I mean, honestly, don't.
Okay,
do
okay.
It.
I'm not gonna do it.
Look
I'm gonna
what's happened.
Think about doing it, but I'm not gonna do it.
But buy.
I know.
Plumper lip gloss. The face-off one. It's the best.
Okay, fine. And I definitely shouldn't tattoo
Face-off.
lip liner, right? No, that's a no. That
You know what
looks
happens when you
like
get
a
older?
no.
First of all, the eyeliner one, when people do the eyeliner one, it
Oh, no,
turns
that
like
one's
blue.
stupid.
And
Yeah, but
then
the lip
this
liner
thing,
one? It fades after like 3 years.
But your lips over time, and it happens before you know it, starts going in and in and in, and then the liner is going to be, and then when you get wrinkles, those little wrinkles around the mouth.
Okay, so you're saying I should do lip filler then?
I'm saying don't do anything to your face.
I'm not going to do anything.
Go watch the reunion again.
No, it's true. Listen, I'm not going to do anything. Yeah. I have a daughter that I have to be an example for of like, mommy loves herself. Okay. Do you believe it? So do I. Okay. With that being said, I do not have a quiz.
Okay. That's okay. I don't have a quiz either.
Okay, great. So we'll just end the episode. Guys, thanks for listening. Follow us on Instagram.
Don't forget to comment on
oh my gosh, YouTube. By the way, I went to for the first time in a long time, I went to our Apple podcast page to see if people were like leaving reviews. I took screenshots of 2 really nice reviews, and I'm going to read them right now. I'm going to read them, and they're pretty recent. Okay. This one's from February 10th, 2023. The caption is love! Like 2 exclamation marks and in caps, but they gave us 4 stars, which is fucked. Okay. I've been binging this podcast. So good. Love their relationship. It's so relatable and so funny, but can we please have less Kardashians? We are already flooded with Kardashian content. That's, I think, why they gave us 4 stars.
Okay.
To that person, I'm sorry, dude. It's like half my heart is Kardashian.
I agree with them.
The other half is Justin and Selena. So how do I agree? You want me to remove my heart?
No, babe, I agree with them. The Kardashians, I'm so bored with them. I'm so bored with all the nonsense and all the, like, they are the most unrelatable people in the world. And yet we want to watch them.
And what? The Housewives are relatable? No.
No, of course not. But whatever. I don't.
Listen,
I agree with her. We're not going to talk too much.
We'll do it based on like we're not going to talk about every single episode of Kardashians.
Just so you know, if you care about our male viewers are more likely to listen to housewife stuff than Kardashian stuff.
Wow.
Most men will sit and their wife is watching Housewives, right? And like
they're going to watch
roll their eyes and keep watching.
Okay.
I know many men will not sit in the same room if the Kardashians are.
See, my situation is different. Jolene will sit there for Kardashians. He's interested.
Well,
okay, here's
very strange.
Here's the other review, and then we'll leave. This one is love and 5 stars. February 8th, 2023. Just found this podcast and I love it so much. You 2 are hilarious and naturals when it comes to the podcast game. I hope your show blows up because you're way better than so many out there. Keep your momentum going. You have something great. Isn't that really nice?
That's the nicest thing I've ever heard.
I don't know who these people are. Like, I
of course not.
Looked at the handle and I was like,
"Can you pin that?" Actually,
can you pin them? I should take a screenshot and post on our Instagram.
Yeah, people, you need to know we're good.
Yeah, because
we're good.
Guys,
you don't know, just because we don't sound it, we don't look it, and we don't act it, doesn't mean we're not good. By the way, no, I want guys to comment on our, first of all, yes, leave reviews. The reviews are so important.
Reviews are important.
We won't get more listeners if there aren't great reviews, because that's what we do, right? You're going to go to a restaurant, you look at Yelp, you look at whatever. True. If it has no reviews or very few reviews, you're like, oh, that's probably just their family, as in our case. So we need more reviews and we need more comments on YouTube.
Yeah.
Because we love doing this, but some days
it's hard. Remember last week when I was hungover and had a mental breakdown? Still did it, but I was not happy about it. Okay, guys, watch us on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram at Mommy Issues the Pod. Follow me on Instagram at Beba_Rod. Follow my mom on Instagram at Anna Cooks QOOKS. Rate and review. Follow us on TikTok at Beba State STAP.
Oh my God, your TikTok. Have you done more?
I did more. I did 2 yesterday.
Oh, I can't wait. That's the highlight of my Friday night.
There you go. That's pretty dark, but listen, live your life. Okay, guys. Thanks for listening.
Bye, guys. Thanks for listening. Until next time.
Okay, bye. Love you.